Hi, welcome back to Metal Rules TV, where the underground meets the playground. I'm Jeff Rappaport,
and I'm Jason Baldwin.
Yes, and why don't you fill us in?
You're one of the Baldwin brothers, right?
Yeah, you're one of the Baldwins. You're Billy?
No.
You're Billy or Alec? Which one are you?
Alec.
Yeah.
No.
Jeff,
it's funny that you'd be here with the Metal magazine, because about 20 years ago I got sentenced to prison for the rest of my life for a crime I didn't do because
basically for liking heavy metal.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned heavy metal, because actually I believe that they're using our magazine in your movie.
Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
in Devil's Knot.
Oh, they are?
They contacted me, They contacted me and asked me if they could use it as props, and I said sure. So now you get to meet the guy behind, I get to meet you and you get to meet the guy behind the magazine.
Yeah.
It's all because of me,
Right.
Johnny Depp didn't do anything, it was all me.
Yeah.
So, obviously, how are things been? I mean, like, is it culture shock coming out?
Things have been great. I don't know if it's necessarily a culture shock, but things have been awesome. I'm getting back on my feet, putting my life together. I'm in school. I'm working at a husband and wife law firm. I'm working for a lot of causes I believe in. Definitely for innocent people, trying to get innocent people out of prison. Stop the death penalty. I'm going to vote for the first time in my life.
Oh, that's great. Were you totally shocked when it was like also they're like, okay, you can go?
Well, at that time I was more angry than anything, because of the whole Alford plea deal and justice behind that. But at the same time, what was happening was I was going to be able to go home and be with my family, be the ones, that I love, and be where I, deserve to be and belong, free. Something I'd been praying for all my life. So it was this big, mixture of emotions. Now I'm more happy than anything to be free, but at the same time I can't forget, justice isn't done in this case, and we still need to find who committed the crimes for
would be nice
boys killed and their families. Pam Higgs, she deserves to know who killed her son.
I mean, unfortunately, it's like such an awful crime, and there's so many. It seems like almost like there's, it's happening more than ever now. Like recently, there has been a couple other children that have died recently, just in this area.
Oh, really?
There was a little girl. That was murdered by two guys with bike parts. Yeah, just happened in our area, and another little girl baby that was kidnapped, and then they had took the baby and suffocated the baby. And there's so many horrible people out there, and I don't know why can't we get away from this kind of thing? Right. It's terrible. But going back to a more pleasant thing,
right?
So were you a metalhead back then? Are you still a metalhead?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are there new bands that you're discovering now that you're out?
I'm always discovering new bands or old bands that I just never heard of and things like that. I'll just be going somewhere and hear a tune, and I'm like, I like the sound of that. What is that? And I'll have my iPhone and Shazam it, and download it or whatever.
Yeah, Shazam. Yeah. Anything particular?
I like Mastodon.
Oh yeah.
Give it up.
Right.
Yeah. Have you ever been to any of these metal? You should start going to like a metal fest.
I haven't been to a metal fest, but I went and saw Sepultura and Death Angel in Seattle not too long ago, and got to hang out with Death Angel and everything.
Yeah, those are nice guys.
And those guys, they were amazing. And it was kind of embarrassing because we were on their tour buses hanging out, and they kept talking about how awesome the new drummer was for Sepultura and everything, and their drummer's sitting right there like, what about me,
Yeah, you're talking about Will Carroll.
Yeah.
He looks like Grizzly Adams, the guy.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
we've had him on our show. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Those guys. They're like the nicest guys.
They are.
I actually ran into Marcus Quaid. It was a good story. I was at Thrash the Titans in 2001, and I was peeing. And I happened to turn over, and there's Marcus Quaid just peeing next to me. I'm like, hey, how about an interview? Maybe after I wash my hands.
Yeah.
It might be a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're still thrashing away. So you like that stuff, huh?
Definitely.
Right. So, what's next? What's in the future for you? What can we expect?
Right now, going to school. We're working on starting a foundation, to address certain issues with the justice system that hit me close to home. Number one being innocent people in prison, trying to prevent innocent people from going to prison, and number two is the death penalty, trying to stop the death penalty because they could have put me on death row. They did put the best friend on death row. So it can happen and seeing the same people.
Well, you're a brave guy because you know, I'm not a big guy. I mean, you're not a big guy. I mean,
no, I'm bigger now than I was then, and I'm still not big.
So it must have been absolutely horrifying when you went in there. I mean, you must have been terrified. There's so many big guys.
They were waiting on me because they had seen the trial footage, but you know, the media.
Oh, and it's with children too.
Yeah, so it's the worst of the worst.
Did you have to be in solitary or were you general pop?
Waiting on the trial, I was by myself, and then the diagnostics, I was by myself, and then they just threw me into prison. They were pretty much.
And you were just like a little kid, really. Yeah. I mean, you were. Were you 15?
112, 16.
Yeah.
112 pounds, soaking wet.
Well, yeah. I'm glad you're free. I'm glad that things turn around. Thank you.
Thank you.
The last most important question I have for you is: are you honored to appear on Metal Rules TV, and why?
Very much honored to appear on Metal Rules TV, and why not? Because we're metalheads.
That's right.
Awesome.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.